After being shut down for 29 hours, the majority of the problems have been fixed. You still have crews that are out here checking the tracks and the cables, but despite the problems being fixed, Metro riders are still saying that they are just simply fed up with the system. So I just finished climbing Mount Rushmore, and I must say this will be a great facility to bring your family to. In Laurel, I'm Latifah, Majied, CTV News. I'm actually on the train now heading to Union Station. I didn't see any security at Largo Metro Station, but according to Amtrak, that will change once we get to Union. Queena Johnson broke into this house, making it her home, and when the rightful owners tried to evict her, well, she filed a civil suit against them. Well, they're actually about to plunge into the water. The good news is that the wind chill is 30 degrees, but the water temperature is 38 degrees. So when they get inside, it's actually going to feel a little bit warmer. This is certainly a sad, sad story. According to police, this baby didn't die at the hands of a stranger. She died at the hands of somebody that she trusted, her mother's boyfriend. The motto for the Special Olympics is "Let me win, but if I cannot win, then let me be brave in the attempt." So even when participants feel like giving up, you can hear the crowd cheering them on. Now this hayride is just one of the things that the farm has to offer. As you can see, it also has a petting zoo and a corn maze, so it's plenty of activities for the family. I'm trying my hardest not to slip and fall. Take a look. This whole street in the Dumbarton Hill neighborhood is nothing but a sheet of ice. Now in Prince George's County, the law requires every home to have a working smoke alarm on every level and in every bedroom. And if you don't, you can contact your local fire department and they can help you. Well, they're actually about to plunge into the water. The good news is that the wind chill is 30 degrees, but the water temperature is 38 degrees. So when they get inside, it's actually going to feel a little bit warmer. The screams and cheers come from both being freezing cold and really excited.
Today we've got Maryland State Police and local police forces, federal firefighters, people in the military. It's really just great. They're raising a lot of money for a very good cause.
Thousands of Marylanders plunge into the icy waters of the Chesapeake Bay to raise money for the Special Olympics, and they all say it's well worth it.
Yeah, it's cold for us for a little bit, but what you actually feel inside for doing it far outweighs this cold temperature right now.
I'm 65 years old this year, and I decided this would be a wonderful time to do it. So I joined the Annapolis City Plunge team, the police team, and it is wonderful, and it's for such a grand cause.
How did the water feel?
Feel great!
Many volunteers get creative with matching uniforms, t-shirts, and even costumes. So tell me about this outfit. This is an awesome outfit. Take a look at this.
Well, on the back of the cape, it has various different fire safety and tips, residential fire sprinklers, cooking safety.
Yeah, baby! The plunge has raised more than $20 million for the Special Olympics since it first started 20 years ago. At Sandy Point State Park, I'm Latifah, Majied, CTV News. Well, Christmas has certainly came early for this Glen Arden family. A mother of 4 has received thousands of dollars worth of gifts for not only her children, but herself as well. Dozens of first responders reminded us that protecting a community is more than just getting criminals off the streets.
Really a blessing, because we was having some financial difficulties this Christmas season, and I did not know how we was going to do Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Rachel! Merry Christmas!
Maryland National Capital Park Police, Prince George's County officers, and Kentland volunteer firefighters opened their hearts and delivered Christmas gifts to a family in need. Afisha Carter, a single mother of 4 that goes to school full-time and works part-time, didn't know how she was going to afford Christmas this year after her car broke down.
We wasn't too sure because I had car issues and had to purchase a new vehicle. I'm in school, so I had some little setbacks, and Christmas I was not sure.
Normally you see all these lights, it's for negative calls. Today, this is unbelievable. Mom had no clue that this was happening. The only thing she knew is I was bringing 4 gifts for the 4 children.
It was really fun getting these presents, and I'm so excited to know what's inside.
Oh, wow! On top of the gifts, Carter also received hundreds of dollars worth of gift cards.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, all of the officers actually came out of their own personal pockets to donate money to this family, and the corporal that we spoke with, Randy Green, is actually from Glen Arden, so this act of kindness means that much more to him. In Glen Arden, I'm Latifah, Majied, CTV News. Imagine receiving a phone call saying an unknown person has moved into your home. That's what happened to one Cheltenham family when they relocated to California then discovered this woman, Queena Johnson, broke into their home and forged documents to make it look like she was the owner.
Basically, she found a home, a vacant home, set up shop, moved her family in, and it turns out the owners had moved away to California. They had not abandoned the property, it was just simply vacant.
Queena Johnson broke into this house, making it her home, and when the rightful owners tried to evict her, well, she filed a civil suit against them.
I think that that's disrespectful. I don't think that it should have taken this long to get them out.
Tyler White, a neighbor and friend of the owner, says something seems suspicious about Johnson and her family.
They were leaving like out of state, and then they were saying that they were going to have family come and like rent the house out or just occupy it for the time that they were gone, because they weren't supposed to be gone this long. So when they came over and introduced themselves, they were like, oh, we're cousins, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. It's finally good to see you.
Michael Riker, a retired police officer who served 20 years on the force, says he's never seen any case like this.
It's nuts. I mean, I thought that the house had foreclosed in the beginning, and then I saw somebody move into it, and I said, wow, maybe somebody bought it from the bank. And then the whole house went dark again, and I said, who knows what's going on with this thing.
Johnson is scheduled to be sentenced in March, and she faces up to 69 years in prison. In Cheltenham, I'm Latifah Majied, CTV News. Right now, things are moving smooth on the Beltway, but that wasn't the case this morning. It took motorists hours to get to work for commutes that normally take 30 minutes or less. Some residents stayed home and cleared off their sidewalks. Others were stuck in traffic.
You had EMS up there trying to help people come up the hill because it was so icy underneath the snow.
Curtis Richardson says that it took him over an hour to get to work because traffic was so backed up.
Usually, if I go 193, it's a half hour. If I go to Beltway, it's 20 minutes.
Richardson, who works for the school system, says that he was already on his way when the board decided to close classes for the day.
That's how bad the roads were. And as of, I left there about an hour ago, and they still haven't been touched. 193 hasn't been touched up in the Greenbelt area at all.
The Department of Public Works and Transportation sent 125 trucks out this morning to plow the roadways. But since the snow hit during rush hour, it made it difficult to treat the streets.
We were putting down salt, but with that amount of cars on the roadway, it makes it more difficult to treat the roads.
Officials say that motorists should still be extra cautious while traveling over bridges and ramps because they are the first to freeze.
Stay alert, keep a safe distance between the cars. As you said, it may look like it's roadway or slush, but with the temperatures being at freezing, you have the chance that it can be frozen.
Now, as I was traveling this afternoon, I actually saw a car that had slid into the back of a metro bus. So as you're traveling this evening, just be careful because as the temperature drops, the roads will become icier. In Largo, I'm Latifah Majied, CTV News.